Okay, hello and welcome. It's Andy here and talking really. So we have some story here which is regarding the things that are going on with DWP and PIP, but also the WCRA, which is the extra money that you get under Universal Credit. And there is obviously coming up very soon. Well, we are awaiting it, but there is going to be the TIMS report. Yes, and allegedly it's supposed to be in conjunction with the various disability organisations. We do suspect that in light of these revelations that are coming out, that they are going to try and bypass all of that and go ahead with cuts as they planned. Now the green paper, white paper, whatever colour paper it was, specified that they wanted to get rid of the health element and the WCA. Work capability assessment is to do with whether you can do any work, and then PIP is to do with your care, or the care element with the daily living, as they call it. They've denied nearly 500,000 people that particular benefit in just 21 months, so not even 2 years. The story is in the Canary, so let's go and have a look at the Canary.
500,000 claimants have tried and failed to qualify for the daily living element of the state's Personal Independence Payment, DWP-PIP, since November 2024, according to Freedom of Information, FOI. Disability activist Lurgi Liz tweeted a Department of Work and Pensions, DWP, FOI response from the 4th of August 2025. She warned that under new government plans, they would be subject to Standard UC, Universal Credit, £417.53 PCM and full work search conditionality and sanctions. November 2024, over 500,000 health element claimants, LCW, LCWRA, ESA, had tried and failed to qualify for daily living PIP. Under new govt plans, they would be subject to Standard UC £417.53 PCM. Full work search conditionality and sanctions. DWP plans to scrap the WCA will deny 500,000 people access to LCWRA. Liz warned that the government was expected to unveil plans in an autumn white paper to scrap the work capability assessment and make entitlement to the health element dependent on qualification for daily living PIP. She added over the DWP-PIP. This will be voted on this autumn by Parliament before the TIMS PIP review is completed. Govt is expected to unveil plans in an autumn white paper to scrap the work capability assessment and make entitlement to the health element dependent on qualification for daily living PIP. This will be voted on this autumn by Parliament before the TIMS PIP review is completed. Green Party disability activist at Ananoku 1 responded, "Geez, this reads like if you are not claiming PIP or you fail the PIP assessment you won't get UC Health. No UC Health assessments and in addition, quote, and based on the impact of disability on daily living, not on capacity to work. This basically means nearly everyone who is sick is a target for work except for extreme impacted conditions. Nothing new, but these DWP-PIP figures are nonetheless damning." The Canary and disability rights groups have been warning about the serious issues with this since the Tories first floated the idea. Notably, the concept of scrapping the WCA and aligning it with the PIP assessment is nothing new. In fact, it's an option previous Conservative governments have considered in some form since as far back as 2019. In May 2023, the Canary's Steve Topple highlighted the devastating impact of this plan. He explained how nonsensical it is to condition LCWRA on qualifying for DWP-PIP. The WCA and PIP criteria are completely different, as are the benefits. The DWP may be asking people for the same information about their illnesses or impairments. But the context is completely different. The WCA looks at what sick and disabled people can do regarding work. The PIP health assessment looks at what support people need. To combine both these assessments is simplifying people's health. But more often than not, people's health is not simple at all. He also underscored that it would see the DWP stripping 632,000 people of their support group ESA or the health element of universal credit. Moreover, When Kendall confirmed these plans in the government's flagship Pathways to Work Green paper in March, the Canary pointed out that the DWP's current statistics don't paint a rosier picture. As of August 2024, 780,250 universal credit claimants getting the health-related part also claimed PIP or DLA. There were around 1.4 million in the LCWRA group, meaning that just little over half of universal credit claimants eligible for the health part were also getting PIP or DLA. In short, figures have little changed from this. So now, these new PIP figures only cement what a complete and utter disaster the DWP's move will be for chronically ill and disabled claimants. Crucially, just since November 2024, nearly 500,000 ESA support group and universal credit LCWRA claimants have failed to get PIP's daily living component. Major embarrassment. Just 2 days ago, the Canary's Hannah Sharland reported that the DWP had failed to consider how its planned PIP cuts would interact with universal credit households hit by the two-child limit policy. Figures obtained by the Canary show that in combination, the two policies would have decimated tens of thousands of households. As ministers seek to blame its rollback on PIP for its failure so far to commit to scrapping the two-child limit, the revelation should serve as a major embarrassment for the Labour Party government.
There we go, so that's the story. It's a bit annoying when the automatic voice is spelling out DWP, PIP, blah, blah, blah. But you get the idea. It is a sham, and I see it as another thing that we've got to put up with coming along the pipework, as they say. They will be trying to cut their money again, and of course the Timms report hasn't even gone ahead yet. Let me know what you think down below. Of course, have a good day, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.